Chapter 7. Up in my room, I pick my way past the Scalextric track that covers most of the floor and flop down on my bed. I feel absolutely stuffed. Luckily, turning up with fish and chips for everyone stopped Mum from moaning that I was a bit late when I got back from Beacon Hill, although Grandad still grumbled that I hadn't got him a pickled egg. From downstairs I hear the sudden blare of the TV, the volume turned to 11 so that Grandad can hear the football commentary. I wrap my pillow around my ears to try block the noise out, but this hardly seems to muffle the sound. I wish we had our own house. I can't wait for Dad to get back so we can move out of Grandad's and find our own home again. From across the landing I hear Mum shout to Grandad to turn the TV down. There's no chance of getting Charlie to sleep with the Champions League on at full blast. As the roar of the crowd quietens slightly, I can't stop myself from thinking about how I've made such a mess of things at the observatory. It's funny, but just being there for that short time almost made me forget how much I was missing Dad. I felt close to him somehow with all that talk about space and telescopes and stuff. It was like I was at mission control helping to keep him safe as he zoomed overhead in the International Space Station. Now there's no way Professor Force is going to let me back in there after I spilt tea all over her laptop. As the fish and chips churn in my stomach, I stare at my Lego models on the shelf above my bed. Dad always brings me back a new set when he comes home from a trip away, and then we build it together. There's a Lego Big Ben, a Taj Mahal, the Eiffel Tower, Brandenburg Gate, and even the White House. It's like a Lego tour of the architectural wonders of the world. Although most of my builds are only half finished, as there's never enough time to complete them before Dad has to go away again. But when he gets back from the International Space Station, Dad's promised me we'll get them all finished. He even says he got me the best Lego set yet for my birthday. I can't wait to find out what it is. Sitting up, I grab hold of the Lego catalogue that's on my bedside table. I've already marked most of the pages with post-it notes to give my mum some birthday present hints, but as I start to flick through my wish list, I hear a strange buzzing sound. It's like a low hum, almost too faint to hear, that seems to be coming from somewhere close by. The roar of the crowd from the TV downstairs drowns it out for a second, but as the attack breaks down, the crowd's roar turns into a disappointed groan. I hear the buzzing sound again. I look out the window, thinking maybe it's one of the planes from the nearby Air Force base, but the night sky is completely clear. Then I feel a vibration in my pocket, and finally work out where the sound is coming from. It's my mobile. I don't know why I didn't even realise this before. Feeling puzzled, I pull the phone out of my pocket. Now, my mobile isn't some top-of-the-range smartphone. It's an old Motorola that used to belong to my dad before he got an upgrade and gave his old phone to me. It can receive calls, send texts, but Mum's disabled the roaming internet. She says she doesn't want me running up an astronomical phone bill. The only apps that I've got are a calculator to help with my maths, a music player that's still filled with Dad's favourite tunes, and this ISS tracker app that lets me follow the International Space Station as it flies around the world. When I'm really missing Dad, I can just click on this to find out exactly where he is. I look at the screen. Nobody's phoning me. There are no missed calls, no new texts or notifications, but I can feel the phone vibrating in my hand, the buzzing sound even louder now. Then I see it. In the top left corner of the home screen, there's a brand new icon. It looks like a golden spiral, and as I stare at it, the spiral seems to spin in time with the phone's vibration. This is kind of weird. I don't remember downloading any new apps, so how's this got on my phone? Feeling curious, I tap the spiral icon, eager to find out exactly what it is. As I touch the screen, I yelp in surprise as the tip of my finger suddenly glows with a golden light. I feel a strange tingling sensation crawl over my skin like an electric shock in slow motion, but somehow without any pain. Pulling my finger away, the golden glow at the tip fades as quickly as it came. Goosebumps prickle my skin as I stare in disbelief at the disappearing glow. The phone is quiet now. The buzzing silence as the spiral on the screen still shimmers with a golden light. Feeling nervous, I gently tap it again. This time, nothing happens. What is this weird app? The only thing I can think is it must be some kind of virus. Maybe I accidentally downloaded it when I plugged in my mobile to Professor Forster's laptop. If she knows how to hack the Hubble Space Telescope, I shouldn't be surprised if there's something nasty lurking on her hard drive. But whoever heard of a computer virus that can turn your fingertip into a torch? Before I can swipe on the spiral to try and find out more, I hear another roar from the TV downstairs, this one even louder than the last, As I braced myself for Mum to start shouting at Grandad again, the crowd's roar suddenly snapped into silence, followed by a crash and the sound of breaking glass. Dropping my phone onto the bed, I raced to the top of the stairs to find out what's going on. Mum and Charlie are already there, my little sister dressed in her Peppa Pig pyjamas. Then from downstairs comes the sound of Grandad shouting a rather rude word. "What's happening?" I ask as Mum clamps her hands over Charlie's ears. Mum frowns. "I think your Grandad's thrown the TV out of the window,"